Hello everyone and welcome to the spring semester of ENC 3254, Technical Communication for Engineers. My name is William Walter. I am your instructor and virtual companion this semester. I thought I would take a few minutes to stop by virtually and introduce myself and tell you a bit about the course just to give you a heads up on what you're getting into. So bear with me. I'll try to tackle everything and provide updates for anything that I might forget on announcements. As I said, my name is William Walter. I'm originally from South Carolina, just south of Charleston. I went to UNC Chapel Hill, where I got my BS in psychology, and I got my master's from here at University of Florida. I specialize in composition studies, rhetoric and circulation, particularly with media. So that's pretty cool. I have two beagles who are tucked away right now so as to not interfere. And that's just a little bit about me as far as you might be interested in. As far as the class goes, as I said, this is Technical Communication for Engineers, 3254. So if you aren't in 3254, I recommend you check your enrollment because this is the wrong video for you. Anyways, the goal of this course is to contextualize professional communication as it pertains to audience and to the purpose of communication, particularly with your interest in engineering. Because I want to contextualize this as not solely a complete this assignment course, there's a little twist on the semester. That is to say, this semester we will be sort of dividing the class into twin personas, one of which will be the instructor-student persona, which will take place through us on discussion boards and various more informal forms of communication, but then also we'll have a sort of more professional role-playing environment where each of you will be employees at a company that I've created called Blythedale Industries, whereby you will be working within departments to complete tasks to eventually propose a product of some sort at the end of the semester for me as the CEO. Again, this is my second hat, the CEO hat, to approve or disapprove. And your ability to accomplish those goals throughout the semester will help determine your grade, particularly in a merit of promotions and things like that. So we're going to try and make the 1,000-point count a little bit more interesting and considering it sort of credit points. That is to say, maybe your salary. Anyways, we'll have a different tutorial for that. I just sort of wanted to give you a heads up on that. If you guys would take the time today to go ahead and check out your e-learning page, it has a list of the schedule that we have upcoming. I would use the calendar rather than the schedule page. The schedule page just gives you a summary of the modules. The calendar actually tells you when those modules are taking place. These will be shifted on Mondays. Because of the strange structure of the class, you'll find that almost everything is standardized for due dates on Mondays or Fridays, so that each week we have a nice rollover as we chug along through the semester. Anyways, you can find the various assignment types that you have. You'll notice that there are two listings. There are individual assignments collected by smaller point range, and then there are the collaborative assignments, which are your final two projects that the Blythedale Industries is most interested in evaluating. And these will be done through your departments, which are essentially various specialties within the company, and you will be competing to see who can present the most viable proposals at the end of the semester. So those will be collaborative. Those are worth 200 points each. The rest of the assignments you can see the breakdown on. You can always find these assignment listings as far as their mapped dates on the calendar. However, each actual assignment will not be released to you until the opening date, which is to say the block changes, so that you'll know sort of what you're doing in conjunction with the text provided through e-learning as well. The goal of this is to prevent you guys from just knocking out all the assignments in the first month without actually having any new tools or tricks to apply to it. So you'll find these have closed due dates, and they will become active at the beginning of each block session. Now, as far as assignments go, that's pretty clearly mapped, but something that you guys will need to be paying constant attention to, and thereby checking every Monday to see what the updates are, and probably again on Tuesday just to make sure there hasn't been any additions. You need to check for activities and quizzes. Now, there are 10 of these, each at 10 points. Some might get clustered together to increase the point margins, but we'll try to keep that to a medium so you guys can expect how much to work each week. But because of this, the sort of announcements for quizzes, the postings of quizzes and things like that will occur on a week-by-week basis. This is in order, again, to prevent you from rushing through and trying to complete everything ahead of time, because we want to pace this semester in a way that's productive for all of us. Even though, again, we are participating in an asynchronous format, that is to say we're not here at the same time. You guys are checking this probably, you know, I don't know, at whatever time that you are. But, you know, to structure that, you still need to have that blocking. So make sure that you look out for the quizzes and activities each week. They will be prepared for them every week. Some weeks you may get a bye and get lucky, as I said, and have a fold over, but they will catch up with you. So make sure that you are checking those announcements all the time. I will be announcing them on the regular. Activities will range from sort of mock job interviews with me, the CEO, or even basic, more fun things like, you know, collaborative instruction guide making, which is to say, like, there be a little game where you'll be paired up and have to create the same object using only the instructions of the other. So those are some fun activities that will be thrown in. The quizzes, again, 10 points each, unless there are exceptions with clustered readings. Those quizzes will always include the blocks, that is to say, the modules that have been covered that have not been quizzed on as of yet. So, for example, after Module 1, if we wait until Module 3 for the next quiz, that quiz will include Module 2 as well. Anyways, so just to keep you on your toes, there's the heads up. Let's see what else we have here. Again, you guys will need to keep a close eye on your pacing of the semester. Right now, the schedule is sort of locked up so that what you have on Mondays are turnover days, some due dates on Wednesday, and then you also have a little briefing from me, which will sort of just give you the heads up for the week, any updates, activities, things that are going to be going on, as well as maybe some interesting notes or additions that might help augment the text, because as useful as a textbook is, it's not a context, and it can't really speak to you in the same way that we can have virtual conversations like this. So yes, Mondays will be blocked off for those introductions. Wednesdays are scheduling mapped just to tell you what blocked readings we are on that week. That is not to say you have to have done the reading by Wednesday. That's just the marker. But so use the Wednesday period to go through the pages, go through the resources, and check out various presentations as well as reading within your text. Then on Fridays, that's going to be quiz days and smaller like activity dates and stuff like that. So it's best to always check back Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just to make sure you never miss anything. A couple other points for all major assignment due dates. They are accepted up until 11:55 p.m. of the day that they are due. So, you know, make sure you get them in before 11:55, not 12:01 or anything like that. Just, it's constant, it's easy to remember, just get it in before midnight. So hopefully that will help you out for the semester. What we have coming up this week is our quiz on Module 1, which includes chapters 1, 2, 3, and 5. You should always be aware that we're not reading this book linearly, so check your module connections to the chapters. Again, that is on the calendar. the calendar is your friend. So yes, if you wouldn't mind doing that, we would sort of have a more efficient go about it. Sorry, puppies tapping at the door. Anyways, I got distracted. Right, so again this week, in addition to the quiz, you will have to hop on the discussion board and go ahead and post a thread underneath the forum introductions. This is a new forum. It has a little mapping of what kind of information you want. It's just a way for me to put some identity along with a name. I would also encourage you guys to upload a picture if you can. That would really help me make a connection between you as a name and you as a person. So that's good. Upcoming on Monday, you will have your first assignment due, which is an introductory email. It's actually a very simple assignment. It's sort of the formalized version of your discussion board post. So it'll help us sort of talk about the differences between you know, a formal tone and then a professional tone, i.e. the email, the introductory email is designed for a more specific and restricted sort of audience than the discussion board, but we'll get into that. So again, you can go ahead and check in the assignments category to see the details on the attachment to the introductory email assignment. Hop on the discussion board, just give us a little information about yourself. There's some guidelines. Again, a picture would be nice. And then make sure that on Friday you're ready to take the quiz. It again is 5 questions, but make sure you read pretty thoroughly so that you read for comprehension and not just for Control F, because I don't take direct quotes. I paraphrase from the book, and each quiz is custom made, so that trick won't work. Anyways, I'm sure you wouldn't pull it. You all seem like nice virtual entities. Anyways, once again, my name is William Walter, and welcome to ENC 3254. I will see you next week unless I have another update to fill you in on, which is possible, so keep an eye out. Announcements, your friend. Keep track. Bye.